When you hear the word Yemen, what comes to mind? For a lot of us, it's probably one thing: headlines about conflict. But behind that story, there's another Yemen, one of ancient secrets, jaw-dropping ingenuity, and incredible natural wonder. So today, we're going to go on a journey to find that Yemen, the one hidden beyond the headlines.
Just take this in for a second. This idea completely flips what we think of as a city skyline. Forget the glass and steel. This is where we start our journey, in a world that redefines genius, building towers to the sky out of nothing but mud and straw. It really sets the stage for everything else we're about to see.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to move from the left side of your screen to the right. We're leaving behind that familiar, difficult narrative of conflict to explore these forgotten tales. Because this is a country that really deserves to be known for its incredible depth and its long, long history.
All right, first stop on our journey, the cities. And I mean, these aren't just places where people live. They're living monuments, built in this incredible harmony with the harsh, beautiful landscape all around them.
So say hello to Shibam. People call it the Manhattan of the desert, and you can see why. But there's obviously no steel here. These are some of the first skyscrapers ever built, soaring up to 8 stories high. And the craziest part? They were built over 500 years ago, and they're made entirely out of sun-baked mud. And you know, what's really amazing is how these buildings actually breathe. This is a masterclass in sustainable design, centuries before it was a buzzword. Those thick mud walls, they're like natural air conditioning, keeping rooms cool in that intense desert heat. And my favorite part? These rooftop bridges. They created a whole other level of city life, literally, connecting neighbors and families way up high, above all the narrow alleys. Okay, so from the flat desert floor, we now go vertical, to the cliffs. You gotta see these villages, like Al-Hajaran and Al-Qura. It's like they weren't built on the rock, but they were somehow pulled out of it. From far away, they just look impossible, but when you see how life thrives there, you realize they're just inevitable. And then we arrive in Sana'a. We're talking about one of the oldest, continuously inhabited cities on the entire planet. Over 2,500 years of history. Walking through its streets really is like turning the pages of a living book, a story written in stone and time itself.
The real heart of Sana'a is its old city. You've got these incredible tall homes, famous for their beautiful white gypsum patterns. They almost look like gingerbread houses. But what's crucial to remember is that this is no museum. It is a living, breathing UNESCO World Heritage Site, absolutely buzzing with markets, culture, and daily life.
And just outside the city, you find this icon, Dar al-Hajar, the Rock Palace. It literally looks like it's growing right out of the giant boulder it sits on. It used to be a royal summer retreat, but today it's this powerful symbol of Yemen's cultural strength and its deep, deep connection to the land.
Okay, time to leave the cities behind. For our next section, we're climbing high up into the mountains, and this is where the relationship between people, the land, and its animals becomes something almost mythical.
Now, to really get this landscape, you have to appreciate the sheer scale. We're talking about peaks like Jabal Sabir, soaring 3,000 meters into the sky. That's nearly 10,000 feet. But it's not just the height that's incredible. It's what generations of people have managed to create here. And this just says it all. For over 2,000 years, farmers have carved these incredible terraces into the mountainsides. They look like these giant green stairways climbing right up to the sky. It's an unbelievable testament to generations of persistence, growing crops in places where most people wouldn't even dare to walk. Now, these mountains are also home to one of the world's rarest and most secretive animals, the Arabian leopard. They're so rarely seen that people call them the ghosts of the mountain, stalking the high peaks, wrapped in folklore and deep mystery. And see, this is the crucial point. To the local people, the leopard isn't just an animal. It's a sacred guardian, a spirit of the mountain itself. Seeing one isn't just a random event. It's considered a blessing, a sign. This is where nature and belief become the exact same thing. You can even see this mindset in the design of mountain villages like Al-Hajara. They're like fortresses built for living. Each floor has its own specific purpose, a logical layering of life. So you've got livestock on the ground floor, grain and tools in the middle, all leading up to the family, safe and warm in the sunlit rooms at the very top. And in one of Yemen's few lush green forests, on a mountain called Jabal Burra, live another group of revered guardians, the Hamadryas baboons. Get this, locals call them the silver monks of the forest,
because of their flowing silver coats and their complex, almost human-like social structures.
And just like the leopard, there is this deep, sacred respect for these animals. They're seen as protectors of the land. Harming one is absolutely forbidden. It's believed to bring bad luck. Some communities even leave out offerings of fruit for them. It's this profound bond of coexistence.
All right, for our final chapter, we're taking a journey across the sea to a place that honestly feels like it's on another planet. Welcome to Socotra, an island so unique, so strange, it's often called the Galapagos of the Indian Ocean.
The most famous residents of Socotra are these, the dragonblood trees. With their otherworldly umbrella-shaped tops, they just dominate the landscape like alien sculptures. They get their name from their sap, which is this deep blood-red color, prized for centuries as medicine, dye, even incense.
I mean, you look at them and you can't help but wonder, right? They feel ancient and wise. Are they holding on to the island's secrets in those strange branches? Or are they just listening for something else entirely?
And the magic of Socotra doesn't just stop with the trees. From the sacred Hajher Mountains that are literally the island's lifeline, providing fresh water, to surreal beaches where freshwater springs run right into the ocean, every single corner of this place is a natural wonder. It's just a pristine sanctuary for life.
If you're there at sunrise on Shah Beach, you can witness what locals call the morning blessing. Hundreds of spinner dolphins gather, just leaping and dancing across the water. It's a vision of a world as it used to be, pure, wild, and completely untouched.
So when you pull it all together, from the mud skyscrapers and cliffside villages to guardian leopards and dragonblood trees, you start to see a Yemen that just refuses to be defined by a single story. It's a land of incredible depth, resilience, and profound beauty. It's a world that really, truly deserves to be known.
And that, I think, leaves us with this final thought. What we've seen today is just one thread in Yemen's vast, beautiful tapestry. It makes you wonder, doesn't it? How many other stories, how many other worlds are waiting for us out there, hidden just behind the headlines we see every day?